Hello everybody and welcome to the Raccoon City project, episode 1. Some of you are probably a little bit confused as to why it says MC Survival episode 21 at the other side of it. Well, I want to have two separate playlists for this particular video set now, because for those of you that wanted to see Raccoon City, you're probably not going to want to see my other build, and quite honestly, I don't blame you. So, quick update. I've finished majority of the interior of the RPD, and in this series what I'm going to do is try and build the entirety of Raccoon City in survival mode. Now, I'm not going to give a full tour of this place, as I've done that in my previous videos. You can always check that out. You'll probably see clips of this. But what I have done is I've been back through and added in just some extra little details, you know, just apocalyptificated the place. So, first of all, smashed out the windows, put down some lichen as broken glass. Mobs is just something I can't control because we're in survival. I do want to get some nether, crimson, red floor stuff in there. And through here, we've added in the flickering light, so epilepsy warning in advance. Yeah, a few splatters of blood, again, broken planks on the floor, and the boards are up. Now, I've been round, done quite a few rooms, and I've still got a few little details here and there just to add, but other than that, I would say most of this is pretty much done, except the basement. The basement is not done, and I'll give you a quick show of the exterior, but before I do, I have got something I do want to show you. Obviously, there's going to be fire out here and carnage. And with the new firefly bushes, this is just going to add that air of floating ash all around the campfires, all around the fires I'm going to have around here. And yeah, they're literally just under here. They're on one block of grass under here. And oh, it's just going to add so much more than it did in my creative build. But yeah, one quick flight tour before we get on with today. Oh yes, for those of you that watched my previous one, wait, why are you up? Yes, this was a nightmare. Oh man, hang on. Yeah. Please go down. No, thank you. I should have stuck to carpets. I moved to pressure plates, and I shouldn't have. But the back is done. The helicopter pad is also done. Bit of an expensive build, but I don't think it looks too shoddy for a small helicopter in Minecraft. What else? Let's have a nosy around the back. Yep, dug this area out. Completely covered this entire ground in gravel and coral blocks just to give it a bit of extra texture. And this eventually will lead down into the car parking garage, which is what we're working on today. Unfortunately, I might have run out of mud, and other than finding a mangrove forest, the nearest one is about 8,000 blocks away, which I could have just gone and got. I decided to build myself, ooh, daylight's coming, that's good timing. I decided to build myself a mud farm. Please, all those redstoners out there, don't judge me, for the love of God, please. I know it's not the most efficient thing. I didn't use a tutorial. A lot of this was from memory, from a very old mud farm that was on a realm I played on 2 years ago. And I think this is what it looked like. It might be wrong. I did build one in a creative world, tried to design my own, and it didn't work. So unfortunately, that's the first thing I'm going to be getting done today. I've got a lot of mud to get hold of, but I'm just going to do enough, hopefully, for what I need to get built today. So with that being said, I'm going to get modificating, and hopefully, I genuinely haven't tested this yet. I tested it in the creative world, and it seemed to work okay. So I placed the dirt. Alright, so I can just stand here. Okay. Can't go too fast. Right. And these should be filling up with bottles of water. Yay! Okay, so this actually works. But as I said, I certainly wouldn't advise using this build. I googled it afterwards. There are far more effective and compact versions, but I like doing things my own way. I'm just weird like that. So I'm going to chip away at this, and we'll skip to when I've done. Okay, so we've got most of our mud sorted now. It reached its push limit, and surprisingly, it actually worked okay. Luckily, I managed to also make myself a little wheat farm, which I'm definitely going to need an abundance of. What I did forget was, though, it needs light level 15 to actually grow. So I was waiting quite a while until I remembered that small little fact, and hopefully, fingers crossed, this should be enough to get the basement entryway done. At least I'm hoping. If not, I think I've got maybe just under half a stack left. Well, we'll have to go and find out. Okay, unfortunately it is raining, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. I'm hoping I've got all the materials I need right here. So this should be enough to do the entryway to the basement. I am missing a blue sign. I'm just hoping I've got enough terracotta and mud. I should, but let's face it, it's me. So with that, let's fly through this wonderful rainstorm and get to the basement. Okay, so with materials in hand, I think the way I'm going to start this is to get the lights in first, so I don't have to worry about these torches, and I can see what I'm doing. I'm just hoping I should have enough stone. If not, I've got a couple of double chests scattered down over that way somewhere. They're not rendered in because they're entities, so we should be okay in that regard. With that, let's get basement level 1 corridor built. Let's go for it. Right, let's crank the brightness back down to 25 and see how it looks. That should fit in with the texture of the rest of the build. Oh, that's got gloomy basement written all over it. Yeah, and the slabs give that lighting pattern. Okay. A few little details to add in here and there, but I think this is actually looking pretty good. I definitely think the addition of the brown mushroom in between the terracotta adds as though that's where the light difference is. It'd be nice if there was a slightly different contrasting block in between, but hey-oh, what can you do? So, majority of that corridor is done. A few more bits of details needed to be added to it. I've actually been doing this now for about 2 hours, which is about 45 minutes longer than it should have taken. But it's done, it's complete. Well, a few little details to add in, a couple of windows, but other than that, all we've got down there now is the car parking garage, the prison block cells, which I'm going to do at another time. But I think I'm going to make a start on a few other little bits later on down the line. But before I go, I do want to say a massive thank you to the last 3 subscribers that's taken me up to 119 and added to my Horizon world. Thanks a bunch for that. So, at Danica_UU or Nika, It's Jelly Milk, and Stormheart1408. Thank you very much for subscribing, and yes, adding to my tower of torture in a flat world. No, honestly, I actually appreciate it. It shows that people are actually starting to like these videos and are enjoying my builds. So, if you've watched this till the end, thank you. Please let me know with a like. If you want to subscribe, I always say this, it's your choice, your prerogative. Doesn't bother me. It is nice though. It's nice to get some recognition. But as always, take care, be good people. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye. Bye.